parable of the mustard seed Bible story for children. Introduction. Jesus loved to teach using stories. One of his most famous stories is the parable of the mustard seed. This story is about how even the smallest things can grow into something big and amazing. Let's dive into this wonderful story and see what we can learn from it. The tiny seed and the big tree. One day, Jesus was teaching his friends about the kingdom of God. He wanted them to understand how something small can turn into something great. So he told them this story. A man takes a tiny mustard seed and plants it in his garden. The mustard seed is one of the smallest seeds you can find, but when it grows, it becomes a big bush. In fact, it becomes so big that birds can come and make nests in its branches. Imagine a tiny seed, smaller than a sprinkle on your cupcake, growing into a bush taller than you. Why did Jesus tell this story? Jesus used this story to show that even though the kingdom of God might start small, it will grow and spread until it's huge. Just like the tiny mustard seed, God's love can grow in our hearts and make a big difference in the world. What can we learn from the mustard seed? This story teaches us some important lessons. Small things can become big things even if we feel small or unimportant. We can still do great things with God's help. God's love is powerful, just like the tiny seed grows into a big tree. God's love can grow in our hearts and make us strong. We can share God's love. When we let God's love grow in us, we can share it with others and help make the world a better place. Let's think about it. What are some small things that can grow into big things? Think about a small plant growing into a big tree, a little bit of kindness turning into a big friendship, or a small act of helping someone making a big difference in their life. How can we let God's love grow in our hearts? Think about praying, reading the Bible, and being kind to others. How can we share God's love with others? Think about helping people, being a good friend, and telling others about Jesus. Conclusion. The parable of the mustard seed is a wonderful reminder that even the smallest things can make a big difference. Just like the tiny seed grows into a big tree, God's love can grow in our hearts and make us strong. Let's remember this story and let God's love grow in us so we can share it with the world.